I'm Jacob Owens.
I'm Grace Martins.
And we'd like to welcome you to the senior night edition of the Heyworth Hive. The 2-5 Heyworth Hornets are taking on the LeRoy Panthers, and Heyworth deferred the coin toss, so they will be kicking off to LeRoy here to start out the first half.
As Jacob said, the Hornets are 2-5. Who did they play last week? They were away. I know.
They played Fieldcrest at Minonk. It's just north of El Paso, barely. It was a long drive and very cold.
Set the kickoff for the Hornets.
And Heyworth only lost 18-0.
Which was, they're a good team, so that's very good for the Hornets.
So this year's seniors for Heyworth are Wyatt Klein, Skylar Cox, Cody Durflinger, Brett Hancock, Austin Ingalls, Keith Miller, and Hunter Sherman. Now, this is our last home game this year since it is senior night, and next week Heyworth is taking on Gibson City.
Back to receive for the Panthers, number 12, Dalton No, and number 5, Gabe Bennett.
Peyton Mayfield kicking off for the Hornets as usual. It's actually a pretty decent kicker.
So we'll be kicking it from the 40-yard line, and it's going to go all the way to about the 15. They're going to have some room up the middle, and he's going to be tackled.
Dalton No up the middle.
That's a good tackle by number 36, Andrew Sims, who is a sophomore this year. I think it was our last home game.
Dalton brings the ball up to the 45-yard line where the Panthers
A lot of
set up first
pass
and 10.
interference is called the last home game we broadcasted, and one of them was to the advantage of the opposing team, and robbed Andrew Sims right there, too.
But Andrew Sims did have several interceptions that week. I believe that was homecoming week. So we're going to get started with a run by LeRoy for a gain of about 9 yards there. That's number 21 for LeRoy, Adam Phillips, who's a junior.
Gain of 8 brings up second
So
down
if you didn't hear about the Cubs this week, like our teacher, Mr. Kirkton, Cubs won the division series against the San Francisco Giants. So go Cubs. And that was ran by number 37 for the Panthers, Trevor Bullington.
But number 70, Peyton Mayfield.
There is no gain on the play there,
Third down and a long one to go for the Panthers.
So the Panthers will line up 3rd and 1 on the Hornets 46.
So I wouldn't be surprised here to see another run play where they got another 2 downs to
get through.
So this time it's going to be a fullback dive up the middle, and that's going to be a gain of maybe 4 yards there, so that's going to be good enough for a first.
Yeah.
Corbin Litherland tackled on the play by Skylar Cox. Result of the play will give the Panthers a first down, the ball being spotted on the Hornet 40-yard line.
So it's going to be, this time, a fullback dive up the middle, and that's going to be a gain of, it's going to be maybe near about 8 yard gain, so it's going to bring 2nd and 2.
A gain of 8 yards brings up 2nd down and 2 for the Panthers. The ball is being spotted on the Hornet 33-yard line.
So last year in basketball, LeRoy took 1st in state.
That was they actually had a decently hard state run, as I remember, and they made the best of it. So
this time it's going to be a halfback run.
Run around the right side by 21.
On the right,
Phillips.
21 Adam Phillips. So that's going to be good enough for a first down. And it's going to put him inside Heyworth's red zone.
Taken down on the Hornets 16-yard line, where the Panthers will set up 1st and 10.
one thing about Adam Phillips to watch is he's got a lot of speed. He's done a couple running plays and has got broken away, but barely got clipped by one of the Hornets and resulted in a tackle. But he's got a lot of speed, so that's something to watch out for in the future of the game.
So this time it's going to be run out to the left side, and it's going to be, I can't tell if it's number 32 or not, but that's going to be
Dalton Miller around the left side.
gain of about 9 yards. It's going to be close to it first. We'll see where they spot the ball.
Second down and a long one to go for the Panthers.
Leroy putting up a pretty good drive here already inside Heyworth's 10. This time it's going to be a run by their fullback up the middle, and they're going to have a first down and more, and they're going to be marked down
41,
near the goal line at about the 2, so that's going to be first and goal for Leroy.
First and goal for the Panthers.
So Leroy's not too far from Heyworth, only about 15 miles away by the interstate, so
Eastward, yeah.
they have to come very far.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of wind tonight either, pretty breezy for the most part. So that run's going to go nowhere, and that's going to be a second down. That's going to bring a second and goal for Leroy.
Looks like there's a loss of 1 on the play. Second down and goal to go for the Panthers.
It's going to be another run up the middle, and they're going to have a touchdown here.
Touchdown, Panthers.
So that's our first touchdown scored here in the game. Only about 4 minutes in, so we'll see if Leroy does go for 2 here, if they're going to take the extra point. So it looks like they're setting up going for 2. I wouldn't be surprised to see another run play, and it is going to be a run. Up on the left side, that 2-point conversion is good. That was ran by number 37, Trevor Bullington. So that's going to put Leroy up 8-0 here in the first quarter. We'll take a little break and we'll be right back. So after that kickoff, Heyworth's going to take the ball at
on the
I think
play is
they're
a
electing to
false
re-kick
start
it.
on the Panthers.
Yeah, on
That
the false
is a
start, so
5-yard penalty, and they will re-kick.
So the kicker for Leroy is number 32, Dylan Knudsen, who's a senior for the Panthers, and they're going to re-kick after the false start penalty. .7:33 left here in the first quarter. A good drive by Leroy to get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to be up 8-0. So that's going to be hit off a wide line and recovered by Matt Schultz, and he's going to have some room up the middle. And he has broken the tackle or two. He needs to be tackled at the 47.
Nice run back.
Matt Schultz, a junior, and he's one of the key players for the Hornets this year. He's got a lot of speed, and he can throw the ball pretty good, so he's a good asset for the Hornets.
So after that run, Heyworth's going to be set up on their own 47 near the 50. And the quarterback for this game is going to be Matt Schultz. Tate Eller is not at school today. I believe he was sick, so he's not going to be here. And that's going to be a run brought down behind the line of scrimmage. So Heyworth's going to lose a few yards there, bring up 2nd and 12.
One thing that we noticed at our last home game was that the Hornets' throwing game was actually significantly better than the run game for the Hornets. I wouldn't be surprised for the Hornets to throw a lot more today.
I think that's how it's been for most of the season. We found a lot better luck on passing than the rushing game. And it's going to be a dump out to Wyatt Klein by Matt Schultz, and he's going to cut up to the left and get a good stiff arm. He's going to be in Leroy's territory on their 47, so it's going to be
Wyatt moves the ball into Panther territory. Third down and 4 yards to go for your Hornets.
So those of you who are caught up in the baseball hype right now, the Indians and Blue Jays are getting ready to start game 1. Of course, they're tied 0-0 for the series. The Cubs play tomorrow, I believe, probably around 7 o'clock against the Dodgers, who won last night. So Matt Schultz is going to he's going to run up to the right, and he's going to be brought down about 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to be brought back into Heyworth's territory at about the 50.
And 7 yards to go for the Hornets. The ball being spotted right on the mid-yard line.
One thing that we don't see out there right now is the Hornets center, or usual center, Mason Gibson. He's on the sideline right now, and I believe Austin Ingalls is acting as the Hornets center tonight.
So Heyworth's saying go for it here on 4th and 7. And Matt Schultz is going to throw it and complete it to Skylar Cox, who has some room up the middle. He's going to be brought down
completed to number 8, Skylar Cox. That'll move the chains and give the Hornets a first down.
So, like we were saying earlier, was
be another quick pass to Skylar Cox. He's going to bounce out to the left and have some room on the sideline and maybe get 3 yards on the
Nice run
play.
after the catch by Skylar Cox.
Excuse me, about 4 yards on the catch. That's going to be maybe second and a long 5 to go.
Gain of 6 brings up second down and 4 yards to go for the Hornets. The ball is being spotted on the Panther 29-yard line.
Heyworth has been running a lot of passing plays, and a little high snap, but quarterback run by Matt Schultz up the middle. He's going to do a spin. He has some room. After a broken tackle, he's brought down at Leroy's 10.
By number 9, Matt Schultz. A little razzle-dazzle takes it down to the Panther 9, where the Hornets will set up first down and goal to go.
So one difference between Schultz and Eller is that since Matt is usually the running back for the team, he's a little faster and is used to kind of making those spins and stuff out in the open field, so that's kind of an advantage. So it's 1st and 9. I guess 1st and goal, and Schultz is going to run it again on the left side. Some good blocking by Heyworth, and he's going to be close to a touchdown, and they're going to mark him down.
Schultz on the quarterback keeper, just short of the goal line.
As you might have seen, Matt Schultz put that ball down really close to the goal line right there, so he set the Hornets up for success there.
So we're nearing the 3-minute mark here in the first quarter. It feels like it's gone by pretty fast. Wouldn't be surprised to see a run play here right up the middle. And it's going to be a QB keeper, and we're going to see a pile, and I think he's going to have enough for a touchdown, and he does.
Touchdown, Hornets!
That was a 1-yard run.
Touchdown by the quarterback, Matt Schultz.
It's probably his first as a quarterback. He's usually doing it as a running back,
yeah.
So that was a good drive by Heyworth, being very clutch on the fourth and 6. Making some good plays, getting the touchdown. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for 2. It's tied up. And it does appear that they are going to go for 2. And it's going to be a pass, and Schultz is going to go out to the left, and he's going to be sacked, so that 2-point conversion is no good.
And the 2-point conversion failed. With 3 minutes to go in the first quarter, we got us a football game. The Leroy Panthers 8 and your Heyworth Hornets 6.
So usually on these nights, Mr. Zobel's doing the overall commentary
for the game, yeah.
Tonight's Chuck Brannick usually does the JV games and does do the basketball games during the winter. Biggest word of the day is probably going to be razzle-dazzle.
Yeah.
Set to kick off for the Hornets, Peyton Mayfield.
So looking at the programs here, I'm very surprised by the enrollment. It says Heyworth has 254 and Leroy only has 244, which kind of surprised me.
That does surprise me too.
I always kind of imagine Leroy as being a bigger school.
Bigger school.
We actually have more students than they do, so that's going to be a kick by Peyton Mayfield. It's going to be a high kick and land near the 20. It's going to be recovered by number 5, Leroy. Gabe Bennett, he has some room up the middle, and there's 2 runners behind him. He may be tackled, and it's unlikely he's going to have a touchdown. So that was a
run back for a touchdown by number 5, Gabe Bennett.
About an 81-yard kick return there by number 5, Gabe Bennett, who is a sophomore this year. So he just had a good running lane up the middle and just broke free. There's I think the closest player to him was 36, Andrew Sins, but other than that, it was
Yeah, I saw the kicker, Peyton Mayfield, get pretty close to him, but by the time he got his arm out to try to get him, he was long gone, so he's definitely got some speed.
So the 2-point conversion is going to be no good. A dropped pass by number 32, Dylan Knudsen. So that's going to give Leroy a lead of 14-6.
In the first quarter, the Leroy Panthers 14 and your Heyworth Hornets 6.
So I guess Heyworth's going to get the ball right back here.
That drive by the Panthers right there took about 12 seconds for him to run up the field, 80 yards. So,
you know that's considered a drive because
yeah, but I guess a return, just a return.
Back to receive for the Hornets.
Next
number
Friday
9,
night,
Matt Schultz.
DMAC Chiefs are taking on the Tri-Valley Vikings at Tri-Valley. That's going to be a good game. So if you're interested in that, I'd recommend going to. It's going to be at Tri-Valley. Barely far away from Heyworth, maybe about 10-minute drive, 10-15-minute drive.
Mm-hmm. They're Tri-Valley being ranked number 1 in 2A, and
it's going to be a very high kick, and I believe Heyworth recovered it. And one thing you don't want to do in that situation is
good field position. They're going to start over first and 10.
Definitely not get the ball. That was almost nearly a hit off the Heyworth player in the air, and could have been recovered by him. So Heyworth's going to take over at their own 37 here with 2:44 to go in the first quarter. Both teams still have 3 timeouts. And it's going to be a run by Matt Schultz on the left side, and he's going to get a gain of about 2 yards there, so it's going to be 2nd and 8 for Heyworth.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd down and 8 yards to go for the Hornets.
So Heyworth's primary running backs now are going to be number 36, number 30 Seth Shoemaker and number 21 Lane Mayfield, who are the backups to Matt Schultz. It's going to be a high snap and an overthrown pass attempted to Wyatt Klein, so that's going to bring up 3rd down and 8.
Pass intended for number 7, Wyatt Klein, falls incomplete, brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go for the Hornets.
It's going to be a high snap again. Matt Schultz is going to roll out to the left or right back to left, and he's going to be sacked at about Heyworth's 20-yard line. That's going to be a loss of nearly 17 yards. So that's going to bring up a
loss by 71.
long 4th down for Heyworth, and they're going to have to punt. So it's going to be fourth down and 26 yards to go. And the punter for Heyworth is number 8, Skylar Cox, who is a senior this year, and it's going to be a very high punt. It's going to be laying at about the 40-yard line, and
no return. There is a penalty flag on the play.
So there's a flag thrown down at about Heyworth's 20. We'll see what the call is going to be. Seeing it's going to be on Heyworth here. So from the way the refs are signaling on, it's going to be on keep pointing over to Heyworth, so they're going to have. So I believe it was either. Maybe they had.
Man on the field has been declined, and the Panthers will take over.
I believe it maybe would have been either 12 men on the field or was an ineligible man downfield. Either or. Either way, I guess Leroy's still going to decline it, and they're at pretty good field position at Heyworth's 37-yard line. It's going to be a run for Leroy, and that's number 37, Trevor Bullington. He's going to be brought down for a gain of
run by number
maybe 3 yards there, so it's going to be about second and 7.
Taken down by Peyton Mayfield. Gain of 2. Second down, 8 yards to go for the Panthers.
So 30 seconds till the end of the first quarter there. We're going to have time for one more play here, maybe 2. We'll see. Leroy's kind of set up in the running formation here. It's going to be a pitch out to the right, and he's going to be tackled by number 9, Matt Schultz, near the 30.
Run by number 21, Adam Phillips, taken down by Matt Schultz. A gain of 3 brings up third down and 5 yards to go for the Panthers. And that's the end of the first quarter with the score. The Leroy Panthers 14 and the Heyworth Hornets 6.
In the first quarter, Heyworth is down to the Leroy Panthers here, 14-6. We'll be back after the first quarter break. So if you missed any in the first quarter, Heyworth got a touchdown on a 1-yard Matt Schultz run, and Leroy's gotten 2 touchdowns, one on a rushing touchdown by, I believe, number 37, Trevor Bullington, and a kick return as well by Gabe Bennett. So they're going to get the ball here, and it's going to be, they're going to have the ball here, and it's going to be a run for about 10 yards there. So it's going to be good enough for a first down.
Corbin Litherland.
Excuse me, about a 12-yard run, so it's going to be a first down.
Panthers a first down. The ball is being spotted on the
Hornets' offense
20-yard line.
Stopped. So yeah, a good defensive stand here for Heyworth could actually force a turnover on downs and try to get a touchdown and make this point within a single few points. So that's going to be a run. That run by Leroy is going to be a gain of about 8 yards. That's, I believe, number 41, Corbin Litherland. Excuse me.
A gain of 7 brings up second down. 3 yards to go for the Panthers.
to be 2nd and 3 for the Hornets. It's going to be a run up the middle again by number 41, Corbin Litherland. And
Litherland on the run. Looks like
and they are
short.
Going to mark them short here. It's going to be 3rd and inches.
3rd down and a short one to go for the Panthers.
Honestly, see, I don't think Leroy's running passing plays tonight. Their formation suggests that a lot of runs, since they don't have any receivers out wide, and they keep them and their tight ends in to help as blockers and do some trick plays. This time it's going to be another run up the middle, and it's going to be a pretty good run there for Leroy.
Run up the middle will give the Panthers
They're going to be
the
brought
first
down
down
about
and goal to
the
go.
1-yard line.
The ball is being
So Heyworth's going
spotted
to have to shut
on
them
the
down
Hornet
here, 4
1-yard line.
downs, to keep them from scoring a touchdown.
So this is a crucial point for the Hornets here. It's make or break, and
The fullback is going to
on
rock
the
in there.
touchdown run for the
Corbin Litherland,
Panthers.
number 41, a 1-yard run there. So that's going to put Heyworth up 20-6. And there's a injured Panther on the field.
I don't know if his helmet came off or if he threw it off after, but I can see his helmet's off, so.
I believe the player is their fullback, 41 Litherland. I believe that's who it was. So the injured player was Corbin Litherland, who just got the 1-yard touchdown. So we'll see whether or not Leroy decides here on a 2-point conversion to go 4-2 or
Timeout
kick, and they're going
charge
to take
to the
a
Panthers.
timeout here.
And the 2-point conversion is good.
So that 2-point conversion
With
by Leroy is good.
9:44 to go in the
that's gonna
first
put
half.
Leroy up
It's
22
Leroy
to 6 here.
Panthers 22 and your Heyworth Hornets 6. Make sure you make your way over to the Hornet concession stand and get the Hornet pork chops. All kinds of good food over at the concession stand.
You're up 22 to 6. Just at the start of the second quarter.
Set to kick off for the Panthers, 32, Dylan
So
Knudsen.
back to receive for Heyworth is number
Back
9,
to
Matt
receive
Schultz.
for the Hornets, number 9, Matt Schultz.
Earlier, Matt Schultz had a good kick return to Heyworth's 47. That would set up a drive for a touchdown there. That was near about the end of the first quarter. So that's going to be a little short kick off to the left near Hunter Sherman, and it's going to be recovered by Heyworth. I believe it was number 8, Skylar Cox. So Heyworth's going to take over with the first down at their own 35.
The ball was taken back to the Hornets' 35-yard line where they will set up 1st and 10.
So far we've seen a lot of passing plays so far, very few runs. As you mentioned, we don't have Kate Eller, so Matt Schultz had to step out the quarterback, and it's going to be a run here by number 21, Lane Mayfield. Is going to cut over to the right and maybe gain a yard there.
Number 21, Lane
It's
Mayfield.
going to be a very short gain.
A gain of 1 yard brings up 2nd down and 9 yards to go for the Hornets.
Jeremy Wetton coming in for number 83, Hunter Sherman.
And there's going to be a flag. It's going to be a false start on Heyworth. So that's going to push him back 5 yards to make it 2nd and 14.
False start on the Hornets. 5-yard penalty remains 2nd down.
It's going to be a very high snap. Matt Schultz is going to throw up to the right to Wyatt Klein, and it's going to be nearly completed.
Schultz pass intended for number 7, Wyatt Klein, falls incomplete. 3rd down and 14 yards to go for the Hornets.
There's a great defensive play there by Leroy to hit it out of wide. Seems he almost had it. That would have been a big completion there. About 25 to 30 yards there. That would have been a very good play for Heyworth, but it's going to bring up 3rd and 14. And Matt Schultz is going to be bull rush, and he's going to complete it to Seth Shoemaker. Has some room up the left, and he's going to actually get a gain there, about 4 to 5 yards there. So it's going to bring about 4th and 9 maybe. I thought the pass hit the ground. So
yeah, it looked like it hit the ground from here, but
like about 6 yards to go for the Hornets.
So he has gained 9 yards there. So Heyworth is going to have about 4th and 5. I definitely wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here. Yeah, they're down 16 points and kind of stay in the game. And looks like they are going to be going for it here. And I believe there's going to be a timeout called by Heyworth here. They're going to think things over.
To the Hornets.
That's their first charge timeout. So now both LeRoy and Heyworth have 2 timeouts remaining.
We have some upcoming activities. Saturday, October the 15th, we have cross country at the Eureka Invitational. The IHSA State Golf Tournament's going on with senior Jordan Robbins participating. And Monday, October 17th, we have the Fresh Southgate Volleyball at Lexington. Fourth down and 5 yards to go for the Hornets.
This is going to be a very key play here. Heyworth completed a fourth down earlier. Converted a 4th down earlier. It was a 4th and 7, so this is a few yards shorter. And Matt Schultz is going to go back and throw it up the middle to Hunter Sherman, and it's going to bounce off his hands and off the LeRoy's hands. It's going to be an incomplete pass or a turnover on downs.
And the Panthers will take over possession 1st and 10 on the Hornet 40-yard line.
So LeRoy's going to set up 1st and 10 on Heyworth's 40 here. They're already up 16 halfway through the 2nd quarter.
mm-hmm.
It's going to be a run up the middle by 37 LeRoy Trevor Bullington. It's going to be gaining about maybe 3 to 4 yards there, so it's going to be 2nd and 7.
2nd down. 7 yards to go for the Panthers.
And the quarterback's going to take it, and he's going to throw it downfield, and he has a receiver open. That's going to be a touchdown. Completed to number 5, Gabe Bennett. That's to
number 5, Gabe Bennett.
That's about a 37-yard touchdown there. I think that's their first pass of the game too, and it's going to be completed for a long touchdown. That's Gabe Bennett's 2nd touchdown. His first was on a kick return of about 81 yards, and that's going to be a 37-yard reception. So LeRoy up 22 has some options if they want to kick it or go for 2. We'll see what they decide to do here. And it looks like they're going to be going for 2. So I bet that pass kind of surprised Heyworth a little bit. They weren't expecting it. It's going to be another pass, and it's going to be completed. So that 2-point conversion is good.
And the 2-point conversion
number 12, Dalton
is good. Completed to number 12, Dalton No.
So after that 2-point conversion, LeRoy's going to be at 24 points here, 30-6. I believe the running clock is 42. I thought it was 40. I think it's 42. So 42 40 or 42?
I think it's 42.
So they would have to be up 48-6 in order for that. So we were talking to Mr. Kirkman the other day in advisory, and he talked about how there actually is a rule to where, like, if you do keep scoring and like not letting off a little, you're up like, I don't know, maybe like say like 70 or 80, 90 points maybe, then you can actually be disqualified for that, and the team that's on the bad end of that could actually win. So I thought that's very interesting. Of course, a pretty funny story the other day. I think it would have been Wednesday. Show up to advisory. Wore my Cub shirt. He asked me if he was going to watch the game tonight, and I was kind of confused and didn't know if he's playing a joke. And he forgot, Mr. Kirkton forgot that the Cubs played that night, so he missed the
night before, yeah.
Yeah, the four-run comeback. That's questionably one of the greatest games all year. So that's going to be a low kick to Skylar Cox. He's going to slip up a little, and he's going to be marked where his he hit the ground at the Heyworth's 27, so they're going to set up there, 1st and 10. So after
Hornets will set up on their own 28-yard
Tuesday night,
line,
the Cubs did break the
1st and 10.
even year curse or magic that the Giants had.
Go Cubs.
So Grayson and I recall a few years ago, even a Dodgers fan, so
I can neither confirm nor deny those allegations.
So Matt Schultz is going to drop back to the right, and he's going to be sacked for a loss of
Matt Schultz on the quarterback keeper.
5 yards there, so that's going to bring up maybe a 2nd and 14 there.
A loss of 4 brings up 2nd down and 14.
So Heyworth's going to call a timeout here. That's going to be their second charge timeout. They got 1 remaining. So you're a Dodgers fan, and you like Buster Posey. Those are some pretty sketchy things to believe in right there, because Dodgers and Giants are rivals. I think it would have been interesting to see if the Dodgers were the best team or vice versa. I would love to see the Giants and the Dodgers play in a playoff series.
I mean, Buster Posey is the best catcher in the MLB, in my opinion. So
I think David Ross looked better than him defensively in that series. Ross threw out several guys.
Yeah.
So he's 39 years old.
Grandpappy Ross. He's retiring after this year too, so I think he'd make a good manager.
I think his bat maybe was actually really good that series. He had maybe a home run or 2. I can't remember. He definitely had a home run in Game 4. So Matt Schultz is going to be brought down again. He's going to be sacked at about the 14, so that's going to be another loss of about 10 yards. That's going to be a 3rd and long.
3rd down and long for the Hornets.
So that's going to be it's going to be 3rd and 23 after that sack. So I believe the Cubs have John Lester set to go tomorrow. The Dodgers haven't announced their rotation yet, so we'll see who they bring to the table. And Matt Schultz is going to throw it to 12 Cody Dernfling. It's going to hit right off his hands.
Pass intended for number 12.
He just came off
falls
a knee
incomplete.
injury that's
4th down and long
weeks.
for the Hornets.
So he's limping off the field there, a little favoring his knee. That's not a good sign at all. So it's going to be 4th and 23. We're going to see a punt here by Skylar Cox.
Back to punt for the Hornets, number 8, Skylar Cox. Back to receive for the Panthers, number 12, Dalton No. Number 5, Gabe Bennett.
So I think in this situation, you'd rather kick it to no, because and that's actually going to be blocked, and that's going to be maybe recovered in the end zone. We're going to see.
The punt is blocked, recovered by the Panthers, and it's going to be spotted on the Hornet 1-yard line.
Just starting to talk about how they were going to punt it, I guess it would have been better to get it off than not. Also, that's a blocked punt there by Leroy. They're going to have the ball on the 1-yard line, so this is going to be not a long drive yard-wise for him. It's going to be about 1 yard for him.
It's a very good block there. Kept the ball out of the air and put it right out on the ground. He did fumble the ball a little bit around, but Leroy eventually got it. So that was a good play by Leroy.
So we're about halfway here in the halfway through the second quarter. Leroy up 24 points. Just getting a blocked punt. And that's going to be a run. That's 37 for Leroy. I believe that's
touchdown Panthers.
Sorry, that's Trevor Bullington, number 37. That's a 1-yard touchdown. So far they've gone for 2 the whole time, so they're probably going to go for it again here. Look to make it a 32-point game. And it's going to be a run by number 5, Bennett, and that's going to be a successful 2-point conversion. So Leroy is going to be at 38-6 here, second quarter.
Just a few, one more touchdown, I think.
Upcoming activities on October the 18th is the Heart of Illinois Conference Volleyball Tournament at DMAC.
Maybe
and Wednesday, October
one touchdown and a safety, and they have a 42-point lead. So.
They're going to have to get another 10 points to get that 42-point lead.
If it's 40, then all they need is a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, but I think it's 42, so yeah, 10 points.
Stay in your seats and watch the Hornets perform.
One thing I've noticed about Leroy, they're trying to keep the ball away from Matt Schultz on the kicks, because when Matt Schultz gets going, it's hard to stop him, so they are trying to kick it towards the blockers and towards the sides, trying to get people other than Matt Schultz to return it. It's been working out for him so far.
So they definitely keep kicking it off to no man's land in between the second line of blockers and the first set of returners. Out there's about 15 yards of open land, and that kickoff is recovered by Leroy. I think it did have enough.
The onside kick was recovered by the Panthers.
Leroy's going to get the ball again.
And they will take over 1st and 10 on the Hornet 40-yard line.
So Heyworth hasn't gotten a lot going here in the game. That first drive looked pretty good. They got a good touchdown, run by Matt Schultz. Other than that, it's been pretty quiet. So Leroy's going to set up again for another offensive drive. So after that run by Leroy, it's going to be a gain of maybe about 3 yards there, so it's going to be 2nd and 7.
Number 8, Skylar Cox. gain of 3 brings up 2nd down and 7 for the Panthers.
So it's going to be 2nd and 7 for LeRoy. And this is going to be a pitch to number 5, Bennett. He's going to have room on the right. And he's going to make a few jukes there. And he's going to be brought down.
Run by number 5, Gabe Bennett. There is a penalty flag on the play.
This may be a holding by LeRoy, so we may see this get called back. So it was a strong run there by Bennett, but there was a penalty on the
block in the back, penalty on the Panthers.
Going to bring the ball back.
With that penalty, it'll be 2nd down and 10 yards to go.
So it's going to be 2nd and 10 for LeRoy. It's going to be a fullback run up the middle with number 32 of LeRoy, that is Dylan Knudsen.
Run up the middle by Trevor Burlington.
No.
Moves the chains and gives the Panthers a 1st down.
So LeRoy has a 1st down here on the Heyworth 25. About 4 minutes left in the first. And there's going to be confusion in the backfield by the quarterback and running back. So that's going to be a tackle for a loss there.
Nice tackle for a loss. And number 30 says Shoemaker.
So that little confusion in the backfield is going to cost
2nd
LeRoy
down,
about 3
13
yards there.
yards to go for the Panthers.
This time it's going to be another run by Trevor Bollington. He's going to have
37 and Trevor Bollington on the
it's going to be
carry.
a gain of maybe 12 there, so it's going to be 3rd and short. Maybe by a yard.
3rd down and 2 yards to go for the Panthers. The ball is being spotted on the Hornets 17-yard line.
So it's going to be 3rd and 2 for LeRoy. And it's going to be another fullback run by Bollington, and he's going to have enough for the 1st down, so that's going to move the chains.
Run up the middle, initial contact made by Brett Hancock. That's enough to move the chains and give the Panthers a 1st down.
And it's going to be a pitch to Gabe Bennett out to the right, and he's going to try to juke out a defender, but he's going to be brought down
Tackle
at the
on
line
the
of
play
scrimmage.
by Matt Schultz. Tackle for a loss. Second down and 11 yards to go for the Panthers.
So it's 2nd and 11 here for LeRoy, and it's going to be a run by number 11 to LeRoy. Isaac
Nava taken down for a
He's
loss.
going to be brought down for loss, and maybe 2 yards there, so it's going to be 3rd and 13.
The Hornet defense is forced a 3rd down and 14 yards to go for the Panthers.
And it's going to be timeout here called by LeRoy. And with
Timeout charged to the Panthers.
So on the American League side of baseball, it's the Blue Jays and Indians. And the main thing going for the Blue Jays right now is their hot bats. They scored a lot of runs in their games. And for the Indians, on the other hand, they're known to have pretty good pitching. And tonight, I think they had their ace, Corey Kluber, going up. So far, they are tied 0-0 in the bottom of the 3rd. Yeah, pitching for the Blue Jays is Marco Estrada. So the Blue Jays lineup tonight, they have a pretty good lineup when they have good hitters going into the 6th and 7th spot in their lineup. They have hitters like Josh Donaldson, Edwin Encarnacion, Jose Bautista, Russell Martin, and Troy Tulowitzki are all all-star caliber players right there in the middle of their lineup. And the Indians are going to have to beat them with their pitching. And the quarterback's going to roll out to the right, and he's going to throw it deep in the end zone. And it's going to be incomplete.
Pass knocked down.
Just under a minute left in the first half. The Panthers.
The pass was knocked down by number 7, Wyatt Klein. Sets up 4th down and long for the Panthers.
Panthers have a 4th down here, 4th and 14.
I believe this is their first 4th down in the game so far.
I think it is too.
It's going to be a long one with that. They have 3 seconds to snap the ball. They may have to use a timeout here. And it's going to be a pitch to Gabe Bennett. He's going to have some room. He's going to cut up. He's going to be tackled.
Run by number 5, Gabe Bennett.
3 yards away from the 4th down. So it's going to be a turnover. I was surprised that they were maybe.
And he is held short of the 1st down, and that'll give the Hornets possession. 1st and 10. With 50 seconds to go in the first half.
One timeout remaining. I feel like the players kind of rushed a little, and they would have had more time to think it over. And
I think a timeout would have definitely been a good idea there for the Panthers.
My downside, though, is that use a timeout and the clock's going to keep running if you do get that 1st down there. And there is one downside about it. And this is going to be a run by receiver Skylar Cox on a motion play. He's going to be brought down after a 5-yard gain.
A gain of 7.
So coming up is the halftime performance by Heyworth's School Marching Band. And Matt Schultz is going to go back, and he's going to look to pass, and he's going to run, step up, and he's going to be brought out of bounds.
Schultz on the quarterback
line of scrimmage.
Knocked out of bounds.
So him getting out of bounds is going to stop the clock here, so they won't have to use a timeout.
Looks like 3rd down, 5 yards to go for the Hornets.
So that was
the
only a
ball
gain
being
of 1
spotted
yard
on
there.
their own 15-yard line.
Heyworth still does have one timeout, so if they do get a big play here, they can get a timeout called. And it's going to be a fumble snap by Matt Schultz, and he's going to try to run with it, and he's going to be brought down for
Schultz recovers the fumble, taken down for a
5-yard loss. So I think Heyworth here is Just want the clock run down. So here at the end of the first half, Heyworth's down 38-6.
And that's
Leroy
the
leading.
end of the first half. With the score, the
So,
Leroy Panthers 38.
Heyworth down 32.
Your
We'll be
Heyworth
back
Hornets
after
6.
probably about half an hour halftime break, so we'll see you then.
Cover, first and 10.
So that return by Wyatt Klein. Gonna put Heyworth on their own 41 here. I think that's been their second best field position so far in this game. Matt Schultz is going to throw it to Skylar Cox. It's going to go right through his hands for second down. So Leroy's up 38-6 here in the start of the third quarter. Heyworth's only touchdown was a 1-yard run by Matt Schultz.
Actually, their first drive, too.
Yeah, on their opening drive. Leroy scored every drive but one, and it was their last drive, which resulted in a turnover on downs. Other than that, their offense has been pretty good tonight. And this time it's going to be a quarterback run by Matt Schultz, and he's going to get a run maybe about 3 yards there, so it's going to be 3rd and 7.
A gain of 3 brings up 3rd down and 7 yards to go for the Hornets.
Wind's picked up a little more, not too much. Still cold. A little chilly, maybe about upper 50s, around 60 maybe. Matt Schultz is going to go back and he's going to get the ball out of his hands. So it's going to be a incomplete pass. It's going to be 4th and 7 for Heyworth. That was a very smart play there by Schultz. Instead of getting sacked, just throwing it away since he's out of the tackle box. So that was a very heads-up play there. So that's going to bring up 4th down for Heyworth, and they're going to punt here with senior Skylar Cox here. Last punt was blocked, and that one was nearly 2, and it's going to be brought out of bounds about Leroy's 37. So that's where they're going to set up their drive here in the
37-yard line,
second
where they will take over
half.
1st and 10.
So it's kind of weird. I think 1 year ago, around this time, Cubs were playing the Cardinals in the NLDS, and it's like 40 degrees.
Those were cold days.
So I think I wore shorts the first half and ran home really quick to get some pants. So I just remember the Cubs losing to the Cardinals, and say John Lackey pitched that game for the Cardinals, and now he's on the Cubs. So it's pretty decent. So Leroy's going to set up here, and it's going to be a run this time for a gain of about long 3 yards, near 4 yards. That's Gabe Bennett, number 5.
On the play.
Has 2 touchdowns tonight so far.
Gain of 3 brings up 2nd down, 7 yards to go.
So it's going to be 2nd and 6. And this time it's going to be ran up the middle again. This time it was number 37, Trevor Bullington. So that's going to be enough for a first down.
37, Trevor Bullington. Exit up to move the chains, give the Panthers a first down. The ball's being spotted on their own 48-yard line.
We're sitting here on the stands this evening since there's a radio team from Farmer City. So they're up in the booth right now. Me and Grayson at least are sitting down in the Blue Cheese Grants up there doing graphics tonight. So Leroy's going to set up here 1st and 10 on their own 48, and they're going to have another huge run there. That's going to be enough for a first down.
Run up the middle by number 21, Adam Phillips.
That was about a 12-yard gain there by 21, Adam Phillips.
Takes the ball to the Hornets 40-yard line, where the Panthers will start 1st and 10.
The stands do look a lot emptier than they were first half.
Band left.
So this time it's going to be another run up the middle by number 37, Trevor Bullington. That's going to be a gain of about 3 yards there, so it's going to be 2nd and 7.
Run up the middle. Initial contact made by 74, Ben Campbell. 2nd down, 7 yards to go for the Panthers.
And this time it's going to be run by Bennett. He's going to be brought down in the backfield. That is a great tackle there by number 8, Skylar Cox. So in the ALCS game, one between the Blue Jays and Indians, they're still tied going into the bottom of the 5th. So they're also going to play tomorrow at about maybe 4 o'clock our Central Time for the Cubs Dodgers game. They're playing at Wrigley Field. And it's going to be another run with Gabe Bennett. It's going to be
number 5, Gabe Bennett on the run.
About 3 yards there, so that's going to bring up a 3rd down for LeRoy here.
Hornet defense held him to a short gain. He's going to bring up 4th down and 7 yards to go for the Panthers.
Excuse me, it's going to be 4th down for LeRoy. It's going to be 4th and 6. It's going to be another one for LeRoy. That's 37.
Run by
for
number
LeRoy.
37,
That's Trevor Bullington. So that's going to be a turnover on downs. That's their
get the ball.
2nd turnover on downs for LeRoy. So they're going to take over
on their own 32-yard line.
There's a flag, and it's going to be a pitch to number 30, Seth Shoemaker. He has some room up the left side, and he's going to have a 1st down, but it's going to probably be called back here. We'll see what the call is.
Seth Shoemaker. There is a penalty flag on the play.
And it's going to be on Heyworth.
On the Hornets.
So that illegal shift is going to bring that play back, and it's going to be 1st down still for the Hornets.
Five-yard penalty remains 1st down.
So it's going to be 1st and 15 for Heyworth on their own 27 here. And it's going to be another run by Seth Shoemaker, and it's up the middle. It's going to be
on the run.
Maybe for a gain of a yard there. It's going to be a very short game. It's going to be maybe
gain of 1 brings up 2nd down and 15 yards to go for the Hornets.
It's going to be a 2nd and long 14 for Heyworth. Matt Schultz is going to go back, and he's going to try to throw it to a wide climb, but it's overthrown. So that's going to bring up 3rd down for Heyworth.
3rd down and long for the Hornets.
So yeah, and there's a chess meet tomorrow in Argo or at Argo High School, the Argonauts in Chicago. So that's going to be a pretty good drive tomorrow. So I think we're leaving at 4:30. So that's going to mean wake up probably. So you have to be there at 4. So it's going to be definitely waking up at 3:30 tomorrow. It's going to be pretty tough. And Matt Schultz is going to go back out to the right, and he's going to have some room. He's going to step up and run. He's going to be slung down for a gain of about 4 or 5 yards there, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
Fourth down and
so
8
it's
yards
going
to
to be
go
a
for the
4th
Hornets.
down for Heyworth. I'd honestly just go for it here. I mean, got nothing to really lose here. And there's a flag. This is most likely going to be on Heyworth. No, excuse me, that's going to be a
offside
encroachment
on the Panthers.
On LeRoy, so that's going to move Heyworth up another 5 yards. This is going to be 4th and 3.
Fourth down and 3 yards to go.
So that penalty could be very big here. Fourth and 3 is looks a lot better than a 4th and 8. And that run by Matt Schultz is going to be.
Matt Schultz up the middle. That's going to move the chains and give the Hornets a first down.
A rush for maybe
First and 10 Hornets. The ball is going to be spotted on the
13 yards.
Panthers'
That was a very
45-yard line.
very healthy run here by the quarterback.
As we said earlier, Matt Schultz and, well, Tate Eller isn't here, so Matt Schultz is quarterback, and Matt Schultz has a lot more speed than Tate Eller does, so Hornets are able to run more running plays, and it really paid off there.
Pass intended for Cody Derflinger falls incomplete.
That pass by Matt Schultz is
10
incomplete
for the
to
Hornets.
senior Cody Derflinger, so that's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for Heyworth. So now it's 2nd and 10 here for Heyworth, and after the incomplete pass to Cody Derflinger, and Schultz is going to go back, and he's going to throw it to Wyatt Klein. It's going to be over his head,
Pass
so that's going to
intended
be
for
3rd
number
down.
7, Wyatt Klein falls incomplete. 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So for
the
those of you who keep track of the NFL National Football League, the 4-1 Broncos lost last night to the Chargers. I believe we're 1-4, so the Broncos are going to move down to 4-2. I believe that means the Raiders are number 1 in the AFC West. They're 4-1. And that's going to be a timeout called by Heyworth, so that's going to be their first timeout used so far in this half. So we'll have 2 left.
Remember, after the game tonight, make your way out to Heyworth Centennial Park. From it's 7 o'clock tonight to 11 o'clock tonight. You can go on the haunted hayride through the woods at Centennial Park. It's $5 per person. They have face painting, concessions, and Halloween activities. This event is sponsored by the Heyworth Youth Summer League Association, and all are welcome to attend.
So I wonder how much that hayride is, how much it costs.
He said $5 per person.
So that's pretty spooky out there.
Maybe they'll have clowns.
Yeah, I went out there the other day, and I think I saw them getting some stuff set up. So I usually don't think Heyworth's ever had a haunted house before. I think there's one in Clinton.
Yeah,
Let's
there's
go,
one in
Hornet
Clinton.
fans. 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Yeah, I think some Heyworth students are participating at that one in Clinton. So Matt Schultz is going to go out to the left. He's going to have a lot of pressure at the middle. He better throw it away here. And he's just going to rush for maybe
Matt
a yard
Schultz
there.
on the quarterback keeper.
So that was a
He gained 1 yard,
was kind
fourth
of a tough
down,
decision
and
there. You
9
gotta
yards to go for the
run
Hornets.
there and maybe tough it out for a yard or two, or just throw it away. So after the 1 yard gain, it's going to bring 4th and 9 for Heyworth. Let's see if they can convert this here. And Schultz had a lot of pressure coming
Matt
off in the
Schultz
middle, but
on
he's
the
going to be
quarterback keeper.
sacked
Tackled
by
by
number
number
32.
32, Dylan Knudsen.
So that's Dylan Knudsen. And after that sack on 4th down, it's going to be a turnover, and
We
Leroy's
want
going
to
to take
thank
over
everyone who
near
participated
midfield.
in the Cow Chip Bingo. We have a winner, number 46, Matthew Warren. Matthew Warren won $1,000. Our $100 runner-up drawing goes to square number 21, which is split between Aaron Bartlett and Jen Patrick. So again, the winner for $1,000 is Matthew Warren.
So there's a run by Gabe Bennett. It's going to be a pitch, and he's going to have room on the left. He has a lot of room to run. He's going to have a gain of about 17
Run by
yards
number
there.
5, Gabe Bennett around the left side. That run will give the Panthers a first down. The ball's going to be spotted on the Hornet 36
So I don't think either team has scored this half yet, which is kind of shocking considering the high-scoring half by LeRoy there. So
Like I said, the stands have kind of cleared out a lot. There's not that many people around here anymore. They probably got cold and decided to go home. So that's going to be another pitch to Bennett. He's going to have plenty of room on the left side, and he's going to have
Gabe Bennett on the run.
Maybe appear to be a first down. It's going to be close. They're giving him the first. It's a 10-yard run there by Bennett.
He took the ball to the Hornet 25-yard line where they will set up first and 10.
The thing about Bennett is he's only a sophomore, and he's gotten a lot of carries here in the last 2 quarters. And this time it's going to be a run up the middle here. LeRoy, that's going to be 37. That's going to be Trevor
Up the middle.
Bollington, I believe, or Bollington.
Second down and 2 yards to go for the Panthers.
So 8-yard run's going to bring him 2 yards short of the first down here. We're nearing the end of the third quarter. LeRoy still up 38-6. It's been same score since halftime.
if LeRoy scores here, they either have or they have the closer score to the running clock. So
right side.
So that run didn't look like it get much going, so they're going to
Johnson from getting the
be
first
brought down
Looks like
by
it's gonna
several
be
Hornets
third
players,
down
so it's
and
still going
long
to be 3rd and 2.
1 yard to go for the Panthers.
So another pitch to Bennett on the left, and he's going to be tackled near first down, or near
Run
the
by Gabe Bennett around the
first
left
down
side.
marker. We'll see.
I think he got it.
Yeah, they're signaling a first down
Got
there,
enough
so that's
for a Panther first
just
down.
enough
Looks
to
like
give
the
them
ball's going to be
to
spotted
keep the chains moving
on
here.
the Hornet 15-yard line.
So this is our, I believe our last scheduled event for a while. Around maybe several weeks, 3 weeks of downtime until the girls' season for basketball starts, and the boys' season is going to start a little thereafter. So we'll be doing those games too.
Run by Adam Phillips.
So those are usually Tuesdays.
Tuesdays and Thursdays,
Tuesdays and
usually,
Thursdays
sometimes
usually.
Fridays.
Gain of 2, second down, 8 yards to go for the Panthers.
So I think the boys' basketball team along with the girls' team, they're both going to be pretty good this year. A lot of seniors on for both teams. So yeah, I don't know how many seniors we have for the boys team, but we have Cameron Williams, Brock Shelton,
Run up the middle.
Ben
tackled by
Holland. I
Matt
think
Schultz.
Hunter Sherman is going to
Oh,
play.
yeah,
First
yeah.
down, 5 yards to go for the Panthers.
I don't know if any others are coming back out or not, but also we have some juniors who've been playing a long time, like Matt Schultz, Taylor, and Jamie Wynn. So they're actually going to be
Pretty solid team.
pretty experienced.
I was thinking about going out myself. 3-point game is strong.
So after that play, Leroy's going to have a first down
With
here. They're going to
their
be
run,
with a first and goal.
the Panthers take the ball to the Hornet 4-yard line, and it's first and goal for the Panthers.
It's only 40 seconds here in the third quarter remain. I don't know, Grayson, if you have a good 3-point game, then why haven't you beaten me yet?
Touchdown by number 37,
So that was a touchdown there.
Trevor Bullington.
3-yard run by 37, Trevor Bullington. So that's going to put Leroy at 44-6 here. So far they've done all 2-point conversions, so I wouldn't be surprised to see another one here.
Well, I'll tell you. I mean, your 3-point game is down too, and mine's definitely not as good as yours, so. But I'm getting better.
So it appears Leroy's going to be going for 2 here to make it 46-6. And it's going to be a pitch to Bennett again, and he's going to have plenty of room on the left side for that 2-point conversion to be good.
And the 2-point conversion is ran in by number 5, Gabe Bennett.
So there's about 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Panthers lead 46-6 for the
I think
Hornets.
the clock actually went down on the 2-point conversion, which isn't a thing, but only shaded off 0.02 seconds. So
Was it 28.8?
yeah, it's 28.8. So Heyworth getting ready to receive the kick here. They're down
Back to receive for the Hornets,
46
number
to
9,
6.
Matt Schultz. Kicking off for the Panthers, 32, Dylan Knudsen.
Yeah, all night Leroy's been avoiding kicking it deep to Matt Schultz. They've been mostly keeping it in their first 2 lines of players, mainly their blockers, trying to not get too good of a return, because that first return of the game, Heyworth had a good field position at near the 50-yard line. So Leroy trying not to give him too good a field position, but at this point, I don't think it really matters anymore. And they're going to kick it to number 7, Wyatt Klein. It's going to be recovered by Matt Schultz through his legs, and he's going to have room up the middle. But not much room, so he's going to be brought down about 37 or 38-yard line to Heyworth, so they're going to set up first down there.
37-yard line where they will take over first and 10.
So it looks like they may not have time to run one more play, so it's going to be the end of the third quarter here. Leroy up 46-6, so we're going to take a little third quarter break here. We'll be right back at the start of the fourth.
That's the end of the third quarter.
So Heyworth is going to have the ball here, 1st and 10 on their own 37. It's going to be
run by Skylar Cox. Skylar fought and got the Hornets a 1st down.
So it was a 1st down run there by number 8, Skylar Cox.
1st and 10 Hornets on their own 47-yard line.
So senior night for the volleyball team was last Tuesday, and they won that game against, or that match against Gibson City.
Run by number 30, Seth Shoemaker.
I don't know
game. 2nd
as
down,
at this
10
point,
yards
but
to go for the Hornets.
the volleyball team is a pretty good team, so we might be broadcasting a few more games.
Well, I heard the HOIC tournament was in DMAC, it said, so that's a pretty good drive up there, but I don't know if we could even do a game there. I don't know if there's any room or whatnot, but if they do come back to Heyworth for any games,
Yeah.
then we'll most definitely broadcast them. So Matt Schultz is going to go back and he's going to throw it to Seth Shoemaker, and it's going to be short. So
Pass
it's
falls incomplete.
incomplete for a
Intended
3rd down.
Number 30, Seth Shoemaker. 3rd down, 10 yards to go for the Hornets.
So I actually, there's a running clock now. I thought it was 42 points, but I guess it's actually 40, so. There could be maybe a rule involving what quarter it's in. Maybe if it's 1st half, it has to be 42 or something like that, but Hornets warming up Nick Bradshaw on the sideline. And Matt Schultz is going to throw it to number 8, Skylar Cox, and it's going to be deflected.
As intended for number 8, Skylar Cox. Falls
Great
incomplete.
defensive play by
4th
number 40.
down, 10 yards to go
Nate
for your Hornets.
Samer, who tipped the ball there, so that's going to be 4th and 10 for Heyworth. And Matt Schultz is going to look deep for Jeremy Whitten. It's going to be nearly intercepted by
for number 2,
number 88, LeRoy.
Falls incomplete. The Panthers will take over possession, 1st and 10.
He nearly almost had an
On the
interception there
Hornets,
right through his hands.
47-yard
So
line.
that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Timeout, charge to the Panthers.
So LeRoy calls a timeout, and it's going to stop the clock here, 8:49. For what reason they call timeout here, I don't know why. Up by 40. They just want to get some subs in or something, I don't know, but. Excuse you.
That was our special guest here, Ben Holland.
So Ben is a senior for the golf team. So the introduction was pretty funny for the seniors because as soon as they started announcing the seniors, the football team runs onto the field.
Yeah, Ben almost got ran over out there.
That's not true.
So the clock will continue running here. LeRoy takes over 1st and 10. And they do have some subs in here. I think Heyworth still has a lot of their starters out there, but they're making some substitutions. So
Initial contact made by Keaton Miller. 2nd down, 8 yards to go for the Panthers.
Hey Mayfield getting looked at there on the sideline. So a lot of injured Hornets. Like Ryan Jameson, I think he tore his ACL. Justin Moore, Kerry Derflinger was out several weeks ago with a knee injury, but he's playing now. And that's going to be another run by LeRoy. That's going to bring up third down, maybe about 4 yards to go.
Run up the middle. Contact made by number 30, Seth Shoemaker. Third down, 4 yards to go for the Panthers.
So it's going to be 3rd and 5 for LeRoy here after that.
Let's go, Hornet fans. Third down.
And it's going to be another run up the middle, and this one may be just enough for a first down.
Run up the middle by number 40, Nate Sammer.
And they're signaling it's going to be
that run is enough to move the chains
here, so
and to give the Panthers a first down. First and 10 Panthers on the Hornet 38-yard line.
Calling a fourth down there, but I guess not. They're going to move the chains. It's going to be a pitch by LeRoy to number 2. He's none on their roster.
Run around the right side.
We'll call him John Doe.
Looks like a gain of 8. Second down and
So
2
it's
yards
a
to
pretty
go.
healthy run there for a gain, about 7 or 8 yards there. So it's going to bring second and 2 for LeRoy. Some healthy gains. So we're halfway through the fourth quarter. LeRoy up 46-6. They've only scored 8 points here so far in this half. Heyworth still hasn't scored since their first offensive drive of the game. This time it's going to be another run by LeRoy. That's number 40.
Nate Sammer on the run.
So I think that's enough for a first down. So it's going to be
the chains and give the Panthers a first down.
Moving the chains here for LeRoy.
The ball is being spotted on the Hornet 25-yard line.
So just 5 minutes left in the game here, actually, and Hornets down by 40. Maybe they can make a comeback here.
So that's going to be a run, and there is a flag thrown from deep in the secondary.
Penalty flag on the play.
Threw it about 15 yards there, I think, 10, 15 yards. So let's see what the
sailed.
call is.
That flag sailed, though. I'd like to have one.
And that's going to be a holding on LeRoy.
Holding on the Panthers.
And they're going to accept it, so it's going to be first and 20 for LeRoy.
Remains first down.
And this run by LeRoy is going to be a gain here about 5 yards
Nate
there, so it's going to be
Sammer on the
about
run.
first and 18. And this sweep is going to be up on the right side, and it's going to be a gain of nearly about 8 yards.
A
So that
run
sweep
by
was to
Sam Cornwell around the
number
right
50.
side.
Or number 15, sophomore Sam Cornwell. So that's going to It'll be about 3rd and 14. On a rush of maybe about 4 or 5 yards there.
13 yards to go for the Panthers.
So we're near the 2:40 mark here in the 4th quarter. And there's a flag on the field of play, so most likely they're a false start or an offsides. And it's going to be offsides
on the defense.
Offsides encroachment on Heyworth, so that's going to move LeRoy up and make it 3rd and 8. That run's going to be run down near the 20. So we're here at the 2-minute mark. It's going to be 4th and 4 for LeRoy.
4th down and 5 yards to go for the Panthers.
So LeRoy is getting ready to, that run's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a turnover on downs.
And the Hornets hold on defense and will take over possession of the ball. 1st and 10.
Clock's still running though. There's a minute left, pretty much.
I also thought the delay game clock maybe went before the play, but I'm sure the referees really don't want to keep stopping play and stuff, so they're just going to let it slide. So Heyworth is going to call a timeout here.
To the Hornets.
We have 1 timeout remaining. Only 54 seconds are left.
Let's give it up for the Hornet cheerleaders. Nice job tonight, ladies. Our cheerleaders are Molly Angel, Alyssa Bobson, Elaine Brown, Harmony Brucker, Avery Donaldson, Kinsey Derplinger, Caitlin Fields, Delaney Gardner, Bailey Goodrich, Morgan Hancock, Ellie Littrell, Caitlin Penry, Alexis Smith, and Lexi Wicklander.
So Heyworth has put in a lot of their backups here, a lot of sophomores and freshmen out there getting some time out there.
Getting some reps out there, yeah.
So we have Nick Bradshaw, quarterback. And he's going to pitch it to 21 Lane Mayfield. He's just going to be tackled.
Lane Mayfield around the right side.
Maybe a few yards behind the line of scrimmage. Not a lot to work with there. That's going to be 2nd down. Heyworth doing
no gain. 2nd down and 10
get
for
as
the
many
Hornets.
plays as they can as possible. And Nick Bradshaw's going to go back and he's going to look to throw. He's going to throw it and it's going to be intercepted by LeRoy. And that interception
by
is
number
by
6,
Jacob Hollick. And he's going to be brought down at about near Heyworth's 25 there, so that's going to be the end of the game.
And that's the football game.
So here on senior night,
we want to wish everyone a good
LeRoy
evening
Panthers
and a safe ride back home.
The Heyworth Hornets
Thanks again to all the Hornets fans who have supported all
I'd like to
the
thank you for watching
Hornets
our
home games
final
this
football
year.
broadcast here.
We trust that you'll
for
make it out to their
2016.
final game next week
I'm Jacob
at
Owens.
Gibson
I'm
City,
Grayson
Melbourne
Martins.
City.
And we'll look
Thank
forward
you
to seeing
again
you
and have a good evening.
for the basketball season here in a few weeks. Thank you.